Hey, it's Jason. Thanks for tuning in to my YouTube channel. I hope you are a subscriber. But if you have been following, you know I have been looking for an RV. And I stumbled upon a 1994 Callista Cove Class C RV, model 2704B. It is a 28-foot RV, and it is built on a Ford E350 chassis, and it has the Ford 7.5 liter big block 460 V8, which is what they put in a lot of the big vans and conversion vans and whatnot, on an E350 chassis, which was the bigger of the chassis that was available in 1994. I've looked at probably 5 or so RVs over the past year, and I haven't bit the bullet on any. And if you watched my last video before this, you probably said, well, maybe Jason, it's because of what you said. You're just not an RV kind of guy. I don't know, but I'm very intrigued by this RV. Let's take a look here. So what you're looking at is what I stumbled upon on Facebook doing some of my routine web browsing. And it is a 1994 Callista Cove, as I mentioned, and it is priced at just a really, really, really good price. In fact, as you can see here, he's only asking $6,000, which I think is a fantastic price on this RV. It only has, what is it? He's saying it has 60, I think he said it here somewhere. Only 40. No, it has 40,000 miles on a rebuilt transmission, but the entire rig itself only has about 60 some odd thousand miles. It can sleep 6 people. It has some cosmetic blemishes. They're saying it needs some new tiles. The roof was resealed with liquid EPDM. So typically look at this in about 4 hours when I get off work. So he's drove this all over the U.S. and in Canada and in Mexico even. It looks pretty good from here. All right, 28-foot automatic steps to go up. I really dig this. This is all fiberglass with really good seams. So that's supposed to help with preventing it from leaking. Looks a little grimy here, right? It has some at the top. You can see it looks like it's been sitting under these trees right here, and these trees have probably dropped on them. So if he resealed the roof a few years ago, I wouldn't suspect it to be that dirty. The awning is probably old. I'm concerned right here. It looks like, I don't know if this is just grime or some type of caulking that was done. 68,524 miles. So that means there's about 28,000 miles on the rebuilt transmission. But a rebuilt transmission is never a new transmission. And I have to say, why did the transmission go cuckoo at 40,000 miles on a heavy duty E350? Was he towing a lot, going up a lot of mountains? That's also strain on the engine. The inside doesn't look too bad. I suspect these have been painted gray. Everybody seems to do that now. I think from the manufacturer, from what I can tell, they were all wood color. This turns into a bed. It can sleep. You have this. It looks like, this worries me. It looks like pill and stick tile. From the manufacturer, I think they came with carpet, and then people upgrade it. But I hope this is something more durable. This would have had a So I don't know. I don't know what to think. I did a lot of research here, right? And this is one that was sold that was really outfitted, this bad boy, from a company a few years ago. Now, I'm not going to play the video with audio, but I am going to show you some of the upgrades these folks did in this thing. And, you know, he's describing right here, all of the seams are solid. So a lot of the cheap RVs, things just go over and water ingress can happen. This one is just a stunner. This is not the one I'm looking at. They had outdoor audio, but I want to show you the inside. They really jazzed this up. I mean, beautiful interior in here. Yeah, he says it was all redone. So that gives you an example of just how nice. But there's just not a lot in here. I mean, I was doing a lot of Googling, and there's just not a lot. I mean, you get a few folks in here talking about the fiberglass top, you know, what that means. He's trying to identify what it is. I know it's EPDM, according to what the guy told me. but it's made by Carriage, and Carriage was a big manufacturer of 100,000 six-figure plus travel trailers. So they are still legendary, but they went out of business in 2011 and got acquired by Crossroads RV. So enough of me yapping, but you saw the RV. This is what it looks like on Facebook Marketplace. Let's get in the car, take a drive, and go look at it. So it's a cool little town to drive through here. 25 miles per hour, some old architecture and some older construction. It reminds me of a lot of the small towns near the building. Yep, I'm stepped back. Okay, so you just saw the RV, and it's look, for the price point, it's not bad. If I was hard up and needed an RV for like living in, or maybe I was just desperate to be having one to travel, I would probably be all over it. But I think I've came to the conclusion that I'm unwilling to spend $100,000+ on a brand new RV, because I admittedly just think This is my opinion, so, you know, I'm not judging anybody. This is my personal opinion. I think they're just grossly overpriced, and the quality of these new RVs is no good. But every time I look at an old RV, even if it's $50,000, they all just seem to have leaked. They have that odor, and then they also have visible damage. And this RV I showed in that, like, hanger over the cab, like the cubby area, it's all fiberglass, which is like fantastic. Fiberglass, it's solid seams. They're really designed not to leak, but there was a big leak, and everything was pulled out. The insulation, it was down to the wood framing underneath the fiberglass dome, and you could see all the water damage. Now, I know, because I'm a Land Rover kind of guy, a leak doesn't just leak. A leak gets everywhere. It probably leaked down the wall, probably a soft spot under the floor. And, you know, I'm just unwilling to deal with that, because as soon as I could just repair it and say, hey, you know, it doesn't look like it's bad anymore, but the damaged wood is still there. Also, for whatever reason, there was just a ton of, like, caulking done on the RV, which, you know, I'm being picky. I know, I get it. It's a cheap RV, but, you know, cheap doesn't necessarily make me just want to buy it. I think he has tons of people interested. In my opinion, somebody is going to really want it, and they're going to put some money into it to fix it up. I mean, you know, frankly, the engine is probably worth that price, and the drivetrain alone in some cases, right? If you need to get one for a swap or something. So, long-winded. I am not the proud new owner of the 94, 96, whatever it was, RV. I am passing on it, and I'm hoping that I'll keep my eyes open and potentially find something else that I like. But as of right now, I'm kind of closing this chapter on chasing RVs. I think this is the 4th video I made, and I'm just gonna tap out and put it on hold and say right now, you know, nothing I've looked at from 50 grand all the way down to this $6,000 one floats my boat. So unless I see some really cool vintage retro travel trailer that's been restored, you're probably not going to see an RV or a travel trailer at Jason and Jack's anytime soon. Thanks for watching. At the very least, I hope that the tour of this gives you a little bit of insight as to what the RV looks like if you're looking at one. Have a great day. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It means a lot to me, and thanks for listening to me yap. But you know, you might be Googling and looking for some videos, and this is a video as of 2023. See you later.